Bitcoin prices are about to change very quick. Watch the full video if you don't want to miss out on anything. And now let's go straight into the technical analysis here for Bitcoin. As you can see here, we are on the 1 hourly chart, and on the 1 hourly, it looks like we are having here higher low, another higher low, and also here higher high after higher high, and before also we had another higher high. On the 1 hourly, it looks quite good. It's very important for us right now to not create a lower low here below the $85,000 if we want to continue this uptrend. Let's see what are the indicators telling us. On the 1 hourly, we can see the RSI is already cooling off on the way to the downside, so we might see lower prices for Bitcoin. Let's check it on the 4 hourly. On the 4 hourly, it looks like it's failing to go above the 50 RSI. This indicates a little bit of weakness in the market, so I would be very careful right now. It's not the time to open a long in this moment. I would definitely wait for another pullback. Let's see, maybe test the support zone, but I think if we go below here, we'll probably go lower. So I would either wait for the 80K or maybe even lower, because as you all know, the 4 year cycle for Bitcoin ended basically somewhere. Let's quickly look for the date on the chart. It was around the 13th of October right here. And we can see the price was still 120,000 around the time. And after that, we saw a huge drop to the downside. We can see it here, 35% drop for Bitcoin, which is massive, massive drop. This might indicate a new beginning of a bearish period. I don't think we're going to have a very long bear market. I think we will probably see 3 to 6 months of bearish consolidation, so to say. And in these months, we will make the best investments ever, because smart investments are made when the markets are red. When the markets are green, everybody's greedy, everybody's chasing pumps, and usually that doesn't end up very good. That's why we are sophisticated traders. We buy when everybody's basically selling, and we take profits when everybody is buying. Now we can see the market had a big shift. On the daily RSI, we are still oversold. So in the longer perspective, it might be already good to start accumulating right now. I already started to buy some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, some Solana for the long term, but I think we can definitely go lower. We are looking here at the 75K support zone, and if that's not holding, the next one would be here at around, let's see, at around 54K, where we're gonna have a next strong support. Before that, I wouldn't go in heavily with my trades. I'll probably wait. If I can get a trade at 54K, I would be very, very happy. I would scale it up and keep it for the long term, because as we know, Bitcoin is going to millions and millions of dollars per coin. So we are still very, very early. But for now, in the short term, I think the market will probably still retrace to the downside a little bit. Maybe test the 80K, create a double bottom, but the market looks weak for now. So I think another move to the downside is due. Let's see if that will happen or not. Let's quickly also take a look at Ethereum. But Ethereum is just basically moving with Bitcoin. That's why I haven't talked so much about altcoins in the past videos, because Ethereum is just moving with Bitcoin, and all the other altcoins are actually moving more to the downside than Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we can see it here. We broke already this support line here, so it looks like we might go even lower for Ethereum. I think the $2,100 it's good zone to start buying. We can see we have two flash wicks basically down here, and we might go and touch this zone again. We can see here it was also an important zone, and here as well, and here as well. So 2100, I think it's definitely possible for Ethereum. We can see the RSI didn't get too oversold yet, so there might still another drop coming, where we're gonna get into the real oversold zone at around 25, maybe even 20, and that's where we're gonna start scaling into our big positions. Now, what else can we see here? Altcoins are, some of them are green, some of them are red. I would say the market is moving sideways basically. I won't open any big longs right now. I'll still wait on the sidelines for a nice trend confirmation on the 4-hourly. That was it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to take profits. See you all again next time. Bye bye.